problem solving Venn diagrams. So for this one, when we problem solve Venn diagrams, we're going to use our favorite formula again. The number of items in A union B is equal to the number of items in A plus the number of items in B minus the number of items in the intersection of A and B. So keep that formula in mind. I'm probably going to refer to it a lot in this lesson. So let's just get on it. A squash club has 27 members, 19 black hair, 14 have brown eyes, and 11 have both black hair and brown eyes. Place this information on a Venn diagram, so let's do that. Something like that. So we have black hair and brown eyes. Black hair, brown eyes, they both B. Let's put A for black hair and then B for brown eyes. So let's do A and B. Now, squash has 27 members. That's our universe right there. So my universe is 27. Now, 19 people have black hair. Black hair was A, so this is 19. Or the whole circle is 19, not just this portion. The whole circle is 19. 14 have brown eyes, so same idea. The whole circle is 14. And 11 have both black hair and brown eyes, so we have to know where to put that, right? That's the intersection of these two sets. So right here is my 11. And again, that opens up the whole Venn diagram for me. If you know what that is, the problem is a piece of cake. Because now, before I solve the rest of the problem, I could fill out the Venn diagram. So this is 11. I know 19, the set 19, which is black hair, has the set A, which represents black hair, has 19 members. So 19 minus the 11 that they share would gets me 8. Same thing here, right? If B is a total of 14, subtract off 11, you get 3. If I want to find the outside here, it's just 27, the universe, minus these 3 values. So to find out what this is, it's going to be the universe minus A union B, which for us will just be 27 minus 8 minus 11 minus 3. So it's 22. So 5. So my outside there, that people that don't have black hair or brown eyes, is 5. So my Venn diagram is done. I just gotta solve questions. Hence, find the number of members with black hair or brown eyes. So remember, black hair or brown eyes means or. So it's this circle or this circle. So both of them together, and that would be 8 plus 11 plus 3, 22. Black hair but not brown eyes. So black hair, which is A, so black hair, but I don't want any people with brown eyes. So just this portion. It's like I'm running like a dating website or something. So black hair, no brown eyes. That's this guy right there. That's 8 people. There we go. Next one. A platform diving squad of 25 has 18 members who dive from 10 meters and 17 members who dive from 4 meters. So we have people from 10 meters, I guess that'd be A, and people who dive from 4 meters, that'd be B. Again, most of the time it's like labeling like what they give me, but 10 meters, 4 meters, not going to be helpful. So here you go. Here's my crappy circles. Now, again, this platform diving squad has 25 members. So my universe is 25. Here's A, here's B. There's 18 members that dive from 10 meters, so that's my A. So there's 18 members here. And there's 17 who dive from 4 meters, so that's 17 there. Now, remember from the last one, the key to Venn diagrams is figuring out the intersection. Like, that is key. Once you get that, life is easy. But we don't have it in this case. They don't give it to me. So what we do here is we let that be X. And from that, we should be able to figure out the rest of it. So if this is X, how much is this portion? Well, the whole circle is 18, so this will be 18 minus X. Same idea on this side, right? The whole circle is 17, so this portion here will be 17 minus X. Minus X, not times. How about the outside? How many members don't dive from 10 meters or 4 meters? Well, they don't say. And in the dive teams, so we're doing a little bit of assumption here. if this is a platform diving squad and it looks like they only have 10 meters and 4 meters, that means that every member has to either do one or the other. Now they should tell us that. That shouldn't be something we should infer, but that's what's going on here. Is that there's nobody that's not diving from one of those two platforms. If they were, they wouldn't be part of the diving team. So I'm gonna say that's 0. Again, most of the time they should let us know that though. So how do we figure out what X is? Well, like we talked about, we have all 4 regions of Venn diagram. So I just add them all up and set equal to the universe, which is 25. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to add 25 is going to equal 18 minus x plus 17 minus x, I guess, and then plus 0. Now the parentheses are only for effect, so I want you guys to be able to see where I'm coming from. So where I get that from, that's from this portion, then plus x from this portion, plus 17 minus x from this portion, then you add the outside portion. Right? When you add up all those portions, you get the universe, which is 25. And now it's just a math problem. So I have 25 equals negative x plus x cancels out. 18 plus 17 gets me 25 plus 10, so 35. And then minus x. So then to solve from here, I like to add x and subtract 25 because I am weird. I don't like to divide by negatives. So I get x is equal to 10. So does x is equal to 10. That's my intersection, and that's the key to the problem. Because now, since I know this, let me put it in red. Since this is 10, right, I can figure out the rest. If that's 10, the whole circle is 18. It makes this portion here, which is 8. 18 minus 10. And same thing here. This whole circle is 17. 17 minus 10 makes this whole thing 7. Or I guess I could just sub 10 into the variable right there and get 17 minus 10. That also works. So I got everything I need. So how many dive from both platforms? Well, 10. I guess that was the question. I just answered it. 10 dive from both platforms. I didn't realize that was the question. I didn't need to do the extra stuff, but there you go. 10 dive from both platforms. So that's one way to do it. That's probably the way we're mostly going to do it. I could have also done this using the formula I talked about above, right? The number in A union B is equal to the number of A plus the number in B minus the number in the intersection. Where again, that's the thing I'm looking for. The number in A was 18, the number in B was 17. Only problem here is that we didn't have the union. We'd have to figure it out the same way we figured it out here. We're like, wait, there's nobody on the outside, which means the union of these two should just be the full 25. So that's another way to do it. You would have got the exact same answer, x is equal to 10. So it's all about preference. Let's do another one. From the selection of 86 movies on a plane, Sandra has seen 13 and Robert has seen 14. 69 of the movies have been seen by neither. Find the movies seen by both Sandra and Robert but not Sandra. So let's do a Venn diagram. So finally, there's things I can actually write letters for. Robert and Sandra. Now, 86 movies on the plane. That is my universe. Alright, what else do we know? We know Sandra has seen 13. And Robert has seen 14. So again, keep in mind that's their full circles, not the little portion here. So full circles. 69 of the movies have been seen by neither of them. So that's on the outside. That's the thing that neither of them have seen. So that's right there. And we want to know, find the number of movies seen by both Sandra and Robert. We want to find the intersection, which we always do. In a Venn diagram, you generally always want to find the intersection first, because like I've talked about, it opens up the rest of the problem. So we're going to make that our x like we did last time. We can solve it the exact same way. This is x. This whole circle is 14, so this little portion here would be 14 minus x. This whole circle is 13. There's an x right there, so this would be 13. This portion would be 13 minus x. And now, if I add up all my regions of this Venn diagram, it should equal 86. So 86 would equal 14 minus x plus 13 minus x plus 69. Right, so it's adding up all the regions. So this region here plus the middle region plus that region plus the outside. And then you just do some math. 86 equals, these always cancel out. 14 plus 13 is 27. 27 plus 69. What's that? 16,796. Minus x. We're going to get 10 again. So x equals 10 once again. So 10 movies seen by both Robert and Sandra. So they've seen 10 movies together. So that's my intersection here. Robert, but not Sandra. So now for the next question, I actually got to fill out the rest of it. So again, this is 10. Now, like I did last time, you can do 14 minus 10 or just plug 10 into here. You're going to get 4 and you're going to get 3. So now I have a whole Venn diagram, right? The middle, the intersection is 10. The portion right here that's only Robert's seen is 4. The portion right here, which is movies that only Sandra's seen, is 3. And then movies that neither of them seen is 69. And the whole universe is 86. So the question is, how many movies have Robert but not Sandra seen? That is this portion right here. Movies Robert seen but has not seen with Sandra. So 4. There you go. Okay, I think the next one's the last one. The students at a school in Delhi were asked what modes of transportation they have used to travel to school in the past week. 46% caught a bus, 37% caught a train, and 31% have been driven by car. 13 have caught a bus and a train, 5% have caught a bus and been driven in a car, and 9% had caught a train and been driven in a car. 11% of students had none of these modes of transportation. Find a percentage of students who have used all 3 modes of transportation. So the key here, if you notice, we're doing a Venn diagram with 3 circles. So let me draw a nice big square here. Come on, fix it for me. When you draw your square so bad that you do not fix it. There we go. A little too big, I just see the questions. Now we need 3 circles. Draw your circle so bad it's an oval. That's embarrassing. Move it a little nicer. There we go. So there's my 3 concentric circles. Concentric. 3 circles around a Venn diagram. Now look at our choices here, right? We have the universe, which I'll talk about in a second. And then we have bus, so that'd be B. We have train, which is T. And we have car, which is C. Now here's the thing. When we do percentages, when it's percentages, your universe is always 1, because 100%. Now, if you want to make life easy on yourself, we'll just multiply everything by 100. So our universe here would be 100. And we don't deal with decimals, right? Because if I'm doing decimals, it's going to be 0.37, 0.46, 0.05, and then our universe would be 1. If you want to make life a little easier, just multiply everything by 100, and then you get to use the full value. So my universe will be 100 here. It's like everything's in percentage, essentially. Think about it that way. So now the 46 people caught the bus. So again, that means all of the bus is 46. 37 caught the train, so all the train is 37. And car is all 31. And then it says 13 had caught the bus and the train. So bus and train, 13. Now that, it's actually not this guy. A lot of people think, oh, this is 13. It's bus and train. It's actually this whole thing is 13. But I don't know what this middle is here. Like, that's kind of the point of this whole question. So I'm going to put an X for the middle. And again, if I know the whole thing, this little, like, both this intersection here is 13, because that's what it says. That means that this portion has to be 13 minus X. Because again, bus and train is not this. It's bus and train intersect this whole little middle part there. So this whole thing is 13. So I must make the middle X. That's like bars to make this portion 13 minus X. So that's this one. And then the same idea for 5% had caught a bus and been a driver. So bus and car. So again, all of this is 5%. That's X. This must be 5 minus X. And then the same thing with 9% had caught a train and been driven in a car. So train and car, all of this is 9%, which makes this portion 9 minus X. Now it also tells us 11 of the students have none of these models in the transport, so 11 people like walk to school. So that's the outside here. So they use neither. So we have that. Now, so we have that. We're almost filled out. I just gotta figure out what these big circles are. And figure out these big circles like we always do. The way you figure out this portion of the circle, I should say, not the big circle, the portion of the circle, it's this full circle minus the stuff you know. So 46 minus 5 minus x, minus 13 minus x. So it's 46 minus 5 minus x, minus 13 minus x. So if you distribute the negatives, I get 46 minus 5 plus x, minus 13 plus x. These cancel out. I get 46 minus 5 is 41, minus 13 is 28. 28 plus x is that little portion right there. Again, how I found that out was this whole circle is 46. 46 minus these portions. Now, remember when you subtract this, you have to like distribute the negative. So that's why I got 5 plus x, negative 5 plus x. Yeah, I know. And then again, so I'm going to do the same thing here. Now again, remember how I got these marks? The middle is what I don't know, so I made that x. And then I know this little portion here is 13 because they told me. So 13 minus x is this portion. Same thing down here. Now I'm going to do 37 minus those two. So 37 minus x, minus 13 minus x, minus 9 minus x. Again, parentheses, distribute, you get 37 minus x, minus 13 plus x, minus 9 plus x. These cancel. 37 minus 13 is 24. 24 minus 9 is 15 plus x. Like that. And then we're going to do the exact same for the last one here. The whole thing is 31. 31 minus 5 minus 9. So 31 minus 9 is 22. 22 minus 5 is 17. I know it's going to be plus x. It's like the other one, so it'll be 17 plus x. So now I felt the whole Venn diagram. That was the hardest part. So all you have to do now is solve it, right? If I add up all the elements of this Venn diagram, it's going to equal 100 because that's the universe. And that's how we solve for x. So let's do it. 100 is going to equal, now make sure you don't double count. So I'm going to mark them off as I go. 28 plus x plus 13 minus x plus x plus 5 minus x plus 15 plus x. There's a lot of them. Almost done. 2 more left. Plus 9 minus x plus 17 plus x plus 11. Can't forget the outside. Right, so that's everything in the Venn diagram. Add it all together to equal 100. So then we just gotta solve it. Let's see. This x and this x cancel. This x and that x cancel. This x and that x cancel. There's only one remaining x right there. Let's try to add these the smart way. Like 5 and 15. That gets me 20. So these are gone. 9 and 11 gets me 20. 13 and 17 gets me 30. So these are gone. And then we have a 28 there. So it looks like I have 100 equals 40 plus 30, 70, 98 plus the 1x right there, which means subtract 98 and x equals 2. So 2 people did all 3 modes of transportation. I guess this x equals 2. Alright, well 2% is the answer. So 2% of people did all 3 modes of transportation. That's it.